Broadcast Network. baby. Let me tell you why. Hey, she drives me crazy. She's an apple of my eye, 'cause she is my girl, and she can never do wrong. If I drink too much at night, somebody please bring me down. Hey, I love that little lady. I got to be her fool. Ain't no other like my baby. I can break the golden rule, 'cause I get down on my knees. Oh, I pray the Lord won't die. And if I always try to please, I don't know the reason why. And she'll cut me, I'm gonna stay with me. Oh yeah, every little bit, every little bit, every little bit. My love, I give to you, girl. Every little bit, every little bit, every little bit, every little bit, my love. Oh. I don't have to go by plane. I ain't gotta go by car. I don't care just where my darling is. People, I just don't care how far. I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna crawl. I don't care if I got to go back home. I don't care what I gotta start again. I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna
It's the Independent Broadcast Network. It's the truth. magnitude. My name's Jimmy. Epic Journeyman's somewhere there in the mist. Rockin' Rio is struggling to materialize. I, on the other hand, am solid and material. In this moment, be here now.
The winds of Thor are blowing cold. They're wearing steel that's bright and true. They carry news that must get through. Nature's a path where no one side by side with them. Devil mocks their every step. Snow drives back the foot that's slow. The dogs of doom are howling more. Oh, they carry news that must get through. To build a dream for me and you. Oh, this is a path where no one
in the seasons of mist, long night, heartbreaks. Looks at me, smiles with a twist. No name, all game. Moves like a snake in the mix. Ghost breed eyes on me. Got nowhere to run, yeah. It's coming down, coming Life's the same, I'm moving in stereo. Life's the same, except for my shoes. Life's the same, you're shaking like tremolo. Life's the same, it's all inside you. It's so easy to play up your breakdown. It's so easy to fly through a window. It's so easy to move with the sound.
dirty
At
bastards.
Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of
Hey,
what Big Wireless
dude,
does.
You know
They
what, man? Just because you launched into my shit, I don't even like you anymore.
She shadows me in the mirror. She never leaves on the light. And some things that I say to her, they just don't seem to bite. It's all mixed up. It's all mixed up. It's the same old thing as yesterday. There's a black hat caught in a high tree top. There's a flagpole rack and the wind won't stop. I have stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this way, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's my soul of pain. It's the same old thing as yesterday. It's my soul of pain. There's a black hat caught in a high tree top. It's my soul of pain. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. It's my soul of pain. I stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a fossil that's trapped in a high cliff wall. It's my soul of pain. There's a dead salmon frozen in a waterfall. It's my soul of pain. There's a blue whale beached by a springtide dam. It's my soul of pain. There's a butterfly trapped in a spider's web. It's my soul of pain. I stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a king on a throne with his eyes drawn out. There's a blind man looking for a shadow of doubt. There's a rich man sleeping on a golden bed. There's a skeleton choking on a crust of bread. King of pain. There's a red fox torn by a huntsman's pack. It's my soul of pain. There's a black winged gull with a broken back. It's my soul of pain. There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday.
It's Saturday night. My name's Jimmy. It's the chilluminatti. And I call this meeting to order. Order, I say. Rock and Rio. Have you materialized?
I have just beamed in
Sweet.
the outer world.
You're in from the outer worlds, the colder worlds or the warmer Happy Worlds.
Just Strange World.
The World. Strange World. Strange World with Rock and Rio. What's going on in the strange world? Man, this OSI shit is so good, man. These records, man, they made. These are all these guys from Dream Theater. They just went and cut records, you know. They had Office of Strategic Influence, OSI, and then they had Chroma Key. And then they had Liquid Tension Experiment. But this OSI shit, I mean, if you're into, it's kind of like, you remember how it used to be when an artist put a record together, a recording. That's what a record is short for recording. Just so you know, I'm not trying to be all old school, but when people made a recording, it was something from beginning to end. You know what I mean? What song went where and when was like a giant, like it was a mind fuck for all the people involved, wasn't it? Because, I mean, just think of these records back then, these recordings. That's what they were. Let's sit down, Rio, and listen to a recording. That's what they used to say. Come on, Rio, let's listen to some records. And you'd sit down and listen to it, wouldn't you? And you'd just be sitting there in your room or wherever you were listening to that shit. Whatever it was. And it was telling stories, especially some of these bands, these epic, magnum opus type of, albums, which is flowing, you know what I mean? It starts off as like a set, you know what I mean? Set. They come out, they play a little hard coming out just to get the sound, right? And then it just flows. That's the way recordings used to be. Now it's more like they try to jam a bunch of hits in a package, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what order the songs are in as much when the songs are just trying to be hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they're all hits now, right? They're all generated, scripted.
It's a hit.
They decide ahead of time. They know the formula for the hooks.
Oh yeah, hang on a second. I gotta grab the epic journeyman. He lurketh. He's he's got his snorkel on and he's just below the surface lurking. I see him. He's about to come up and strike with that spear gun.
No, did you hear that big boom?
No, just now?
Yeah.
No.
I guess my neighbors are shooting off fireworks. So.
Oh, why? It's the 4th of July already?
Yeah.
Well, it might be the 4th of July in more ways than one. Let me just say that. But in the meantime, looks like the polls are showing favorable for, like we were saying last night, Trump is now looking more favorable nationwide. So I guess the script writers were good, weren't they? The script was very powerful, apparently. It's caused... I watched... Somebody had a video called, and I didn't go look at it, but the title of it, and it was a panel, it looked like some mainstream news people. There's 4 of them. And it said something about dumpster fire that turned into a hot mess or something. I don't know, it was some of those, it was sayings like that. It was a dumpster fire mixed with, some other fucking thing. Anyways, I think we've been joined by the Epic Journeyman. Epic Journeyman, have you toweled off from snorkeling? Apparently he has, but he hasn't wiggled his way back into the microphone zone. Rock Rio, you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening to the artillery going off outside.
Oh, are you? Are you thinking to yourself, I wonder what it was like back in 1776? What's up, Rio?
You just got to go outside.
Yeah. I long for the days of a piece of music that's, a whole side of a record. Recording. Half the recording. Apparently, we've now been joined by Epic Journeyman. He's still got an icon there, but I don't know. Who cares?
Oh, I see him. He probably has his mic up to his head. He's talking away and doesn't realize he's not on.
Yeah. He'll just pipe in at some point. I think I see him. You know what, dude? I think while he was snorkeling, I think he speared himself a red herring.
Could be.
He's probably going to come right in. He's got that red herring under his arm right now. I wonder if he smells like fish and tastes like chicken. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not about to eat him.
No. But if he's over in the islands and the shit hits the fan, Jack, you better watch out, man. I'm telling you right now. Them tribes, they'll be looking for the white man. They want to, throw him on the grill. It's like, they're sitting there, got a campfire going. Guy's got a stick. He's just poking it. He's poking the fire. He says to his buddy, "You know what, man? I'm feeling like a little white meat. What about you?" And the other guy gets a gleam in his eye, leans back and taps his giant fat belly. Just goes, "You know what? That sounds good." And they use the same technique they use on them hogs. You know what I mean? They dig a pit, and then they'll wrap your ass in banana leaves and, throw you in there on the coals and then bury back over the top of you. And then later they just pull you out and the meat just falls off the bone real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No. I mean, I'm just saying.
I have somehow emerged from this. I ran out of breath down there, man.
Did you have to decompress before you came? You had to go in the decompression chamber before you came here? In here?
Yeah, it seems like I had to go into the Skype one anyway. Yeah.
Well,
I was actually going to take the spear gun out today. I have this badass spear gun that I bought during the pandemic. For people who don't know, I'm a spear fisherman. Have been for years. I laid off for a couple of years, obviously, and it's not obvious to anybody, but I mean, obvious people around me. And
nobody knew.
Like 9 spear guns, man. So I bought this badass spear gun, and I can't load the damn thing. It's pneumatic, and so you have to load it from the front. It's a muzzle loader. You have to put the shaft from the very top of the long.
Never load the spear gun from the front. That's old Jimmy's advice.
Dude, yeah, you are absolutely correct, sir. That is right. If you don't spear yourself, you'll launch your spear gun.
That's what I mean.
That's what'll happen.
But you know the thing is, dude, is when I was living down in San Diego and I was down, I went diving. I used to go diving all the time on the jetty in Mission Beach, like on the boat side, and it was a good depth, and there was always fish in there, man. There was barracuda in there. There was always shit in there, and I'd be down there with this spear gun snorkeling, And I'd just be looking at these fish. I could just shoot these fish literally with no effort whatsoever. In other words, if the shite had hit the fan and I was hungry, all I'd have to do is just jump in the water and just the thing will just be right on and I just go up and barbecue it. Man, it's like that easy. Especially a lot of
fishing isn't that easy as far as like for game fish, but yeah, to eat, like if you're just trying to survive, yeah, dude. I mean, it is. It's like you don't have to have game fish. You can have a mahi and ono or a white sea bass every day. Those are the big fish, right? Or ahi tuna.
Yeah, but it's like
that takes skill. But as far as like just going around and reef fish or something like those little red squirrel fish and things like that. Yeah, 100%. You could go out there and dive in the water, and it's not like shooting fish in a barrel. They do get spooked, but once you get good at it, you have a good range in your gun, you know how to use it.
Man, you
will never starve, dude. You will never starve, dude.
And people do eat barracuda. I mean,
oh yeah, they're good smoked, man. Like you have to smoke them, I think. But they're good when they're smoked.
Yeah, those are easy pickings too, man. You see those?
They don't spook very easy. That's why.
I know.
They're predator fish, yeah.
You just sit there and wait until they come up to you. See something big coming your way, don't swim away in paranoia. Just sit there and wait. And right when it comes up, just go, oh, what happened? There's some dude. Is that guy that was in Pirates of the Caribbean movie, surfer dude? He just got eaten to pieces over there on Hawaii, man.
I didn't hear about that.
Nah, all they found was like a leg. They found his leg, one of his arms, washed up. I'm pretty sure it was in Hawaii. Anyways, you could look it up right now. I forget the guy's name. He's 49 years old, and they found him.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, mute while I look it up because
he's dead.
My keys.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's dead, man. He's dead, Jim. Rock and Rio.
Barracuda got him.
Rock and Rio. I put this up here on YouTube. It's like a meme. But there's a dude, there's a person sitting on a park bench and the sun is setting. And he says,
5 little girls with bad intent.
no, he says, why is happiness so elusive? And the owl sitting on the bench next to him says, because you look for it in the future instead of the present. You know, when I saw that, it really just struck me as something people should, notice or whatever. You know what I mean?
I found that article. Sorry to interrupt. But
Go ahead.
Yeah, it just happened 12 hours ago in Oahu. He was 49 years old and got killed by apparently more than one shark.
What's his name?
His name is he's a surfer as well. His name is Mayo Perry.
Mm-hmm. Now,
he
what's
started
interesting,
Blue Crush, which I remember that's from a 90s movie. It's a 90s movie, and Pirates of the Caribbean.
what's interesting
Stranger Tides.
is I heard about that 3 days ago.
It says this is a 12-hour update.
That's what I'm
Wow,
saying.
weird. Yeah.
That is weird. That's fucking really weird.
That makes me wonder, right? It really does. Like, how is that possible?
Yeah. Well, so I live in a surf town, so, surf news travels, I guess, faster.
Well, no, there's a truth to that, It
was word of mouth.
It could be that it traveled in the surf community first before it got announced to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They had a news conference.
Maybe they didn't. And how about this? Here, I got the plausible explanation. They didn't announce it there because they didn't want to cause terror about sharks. So anyone away from there heard about it, but they didn't want to say it there because they want to keep people fucking going in the water.
so where I lived before I moved here, I live in Maui, right, West Maui, but when I live in Lahaina now, like what's left of Lahaina, north side of Lahaina, right on the border of the bird zone. But I used to live in Hana Kauai, right? And in Hana Kauai, across the street from the complex I lived in, like literally across the street, right? Guy got killed right there. And none of us even knew about it. Like none of us even on the island knew about it till like, the next day or 2 days later. Unless you heard it from somebody, that you knew. It didn't make the news. So yeah, that's a real thing, man. They do. They suppress that kind of thing. Not Amityville. What's the name? Amity, right? From
Yeah,
Jaws.
just like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. They're like, hey, Bob, don't do it. I'm trying to make some money. Leave it alone.
Yeah, it's like literally, I walk by that beach every day, right? I mean, get water there sometimes. Yeah.
It's crazy. So Rio, have you been chilling like a villain all day, listening to your neighbors blowing off shotguns, or did you try to even look at the debate in reverse at all?
I listened to it forward.
You did?
Most of it, part of it, but I did not get to reverse it.
No.
Apparently, YouTube has broken my ability to download.
What?
Yeah, they updated some crap again. All the downloading software is broken.
Interesting.
About 3 days ago.
You know what I was thinking yesterday about this? I was thinking about this. What if all of a sudden Google just fucking turned it off? They just went click. You know what? We're not doing YouTube anymore.
They've done that with a whole bunch of projects.
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, we're just
what if they just
was it the Google Stadia, right?
Can
The
you imagine?
video game system? Forget it. We just decided we're not going to do it anymore.
Well, listen.
What, you invested $1,000 in it? Not too bad.
Some of our friends made a living off of this. And when they took away their monetization, they didn't have any money. And I'm talking about Kent Baker specifically. And, because he was doing this, he didn't have a job. This was his job. And I'm just saying, if all of a sudden YouTube stopped having, they just turned it off. You just went there. There's no YouTube anymore. They just say
no. Check this out. Like I've been trying to get Freeman on the show for years, and I subscribed to his channel. I actually pay the monthly fee as a subscriber, right? Mm-hmm. Just to get him on the show, partly, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, his site went down today. Freeman Fly, his site went down today too.
Yeah.
Long time.
I've checked into my download situation, and the developer of the app is aware of it, and apparently has broken several of the downloader apps. YouTube has changed something in the formatting of their URLs or something that messed everybody up.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is this isn't just YouTube. This is an independent, channel. It has nothing to do with YouTube, right?
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, YouTube itself has broken a bunch of things within the last couple of days. I'm
telling you, there's just simple things that could be done that would jam people up so bad it's not even funny. Mm-hmm. Imagine all the people that depend on that revenue coming in every month for doing their channel. It's like that's what they do. They do a channel, and that's what they do. And then all of a sudden, it just is gone. You can't do it anymore. You have to go over to somewhere else, the other place or whatever. These other fucking places that are there, But this wouldn't be here. What if they stopped doing? What if they stopped, changing or finishing your sentences for you in searching and stuff? Because people have gotten to the point where they're just totally lazy. No one wants to type the whole fucking thing in there. Do you want to type the whole thing?
You only have to type the first two letters. It knows what you're looking for.
That's what I'm saying. What if it stopped doing that though? What if they stopped?
It wouldn't bother me.
Well,
it wouldn't bother me either. But what's interesting is you notice it though, right? Like when it stops happening, like when it doesn't happen as you expect or anticipate, it's all of a sudden the hassle aspect comes into it. Like, oh man, it's a hassle. I gotta type out the whole goddamn
hassle, dude.
Right? I mean, this is what I was saying before. We've been saying on the show is that when AI takes over, it's not going to be like people think. It's just going to be one day, all the decisions you used to make aren't going to be there anymore. They're going to be made for you. It's just anticipate to think what you want, and it's going to be done for you, and people are going to accept it. And when it's not there, like we were talking about the autofill. They're gonna like, oh man, what a bummer, man. F with this, man. I'm gonna go watch something else or do something else. That's how entrained, not just trained, entrained we are.
Do you know how many millions of dollars of business would be lost if Google didn't provide you with some sort of nudging? Like people taking that shit for granted, that just shit just happens. But how does somebody get to the top of their list? Like when people are searching for something, it's boom, it's at the top. Is that the top because it's the best? Is that the top because everybody chose it? Or is that the top because they paid a certain fee to get it at the top? You know what I mean?
They paid the fee. That was a whole big expose last year, right? About that. Like that Google was cheating by, most people's standards by allowing people to pay to be propped up artificially. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
we always thought it was true.
I got to go grab some water. So you guys jump in here now. I'll be right back. So.
Man, I mean,
James Gilliland, right? Like, Flippy, man, don't even. I mean, give me a break with that already. Don't even put that in here. All right, go ahead. So sorry about that. Let me go grab some water.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what we were just talking about.
Yeah, so keep going.
We've obviously experienced the same thing, me and Rio, right? And so when you see the autofill not fill, what's your first instinct? What happens with you?
Just keep typing. I don't really use the whole autofill thing anyway. I type the whole word. But I hate it when suggestions. I might scroll down to save a little typing, but it doesn't bother me. It actually annoys me more that it's there than just letting me search for what I want to search for, because I don't know. I guess I think in a different fashion. Right?
No, you think normal, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think that. Like I've always been, I don't pay attention to autocorrect. I don't pay attention normally. I didn't think I did, to autocorrect or autofill and all that stuff. I mean, it always annoyed me because it gave me the wrong answer. It was always like just a nuisance, right? But of late, like it's only like probably the last month, maybe, I've noticed that there are times when it doesn't do it, and it's annoying, right? Because you anticipate it being there, like you subliminally, subconsciously, not subliminally, subconsciously, I've grown accustomed to it enough to anticipate it's gonna be there. So that when it's not there, right, and I can't choose, it gives me pause. It's not that it's not that it is something that I really miss or don't want. It's just that the fact that it's not there gives me pause. It's like you're stunned for a second. Like, well, why isn't it there? Right? Like, it's not that I'm leaning on it. I never have. But the fact it's not there, like it's like when you turn to watch a TV show back in the day and the TV show's not on, right? Where'd it go? Right? It's that kind of mentality. Like you're accustomed to it. So when it's not there, you wonder why it's not there. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Well, I guess once you get used, it's all like all those other little conveniences in life, right? Once you get used to them, you don't know what to do without them. But people have survived for how many years without them?
I forgot.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we lean on them and should. I'm just saying that you notice when it's not there, right? You notice when it's not there. Like
I forgot about
that's
that.
What's odd about it.
I forgot about that tall white guy. Remember that used to be this guy, the tall white, and Kev used to play videos of him. Sid is talking about the tall Nordics in the chat. I forgot about that guy, the tall white. I'll go see if I can find a video. That was classic. No, listen. What we're talking about here too is our human beings, and especially, I mean, if we're talking about the filter bubble known as the United States of America, we're put into a situation where we're we value certain things in this world, don't we? It's the Americans' values are supposedly different than other people's values. Like, for example, I saw this thing where it's like Americans take the least amount of vacation of all people.
Mm-hmm.
In other words,
in first world countries, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they take the least, and the thing is because they have to keep working.
Yeah, we can't afford it. Yeah.
Yeah. But everybody else is like, they're taking like a month off. And, you're in France. You're like, I'll see you later, man. See you later. I'm taking off for a month or whatever. What do they call it over there? It's like it's not even called vacation. It's like
a holiday.
I'm going on sabbatical.
And the thing about it is, like, they talk to, I'll never forget, like, people brag on Roger Moore a lot. Roger Moore, but more from the videos, right? Now, Roger Moore, James Bond, the other Moore. But anyway, the point being, the movies he makes, documentaries he makes. But he interviewed a guy down in a family. It's just they're not, the wife's maybe expecting, and they're in Italy, and they're going on holiday, and he's describing how it is in America. It's these people in Italy, and they can't believe it. Like the guy is like just shocked, like, what, you don't get vacation? We're going on holiday. We're going for 39 days or whatever to go wherever. We do this every year. They make us do it.
Americans,
as part of the country, we have to do this, right? Like we want to do it. We look forward to it.
What we're just talking about.
I can't believe we don't have that.
With this is that Americans will
Roger Moore.
adapt. Yeah. It's like in other words, if you used to be able to do something and now you can't do it, it's not people won't demand to be able to do it again. They'll just not do it and they'll do something else. The adaptability factor is like you keep adapting to go along with whatever the program is, because you have to adapt in order to go along. And so everyone keeps adapting to whatever it is. It's like you might not want a smartphone, but you had to adapt and have one, even though you wanted the flip phone or whatever. But eventually you just had to give in, right? You had to adapt. You had to give in and adapt to it, because otherwise you are left out of the loop. You're not with the group. People don't like to be off to the side. over there struggling, trying to, reinvent the wheel. People want to just, and they don't want any trouble. You know what I mean? It's like, what if this, it's like they said, hey, you know what, man? You can't go outside after 7 o'clock. Just stay in your house.
Okay, it's all fine.
People would do it.
At some point, people do that, right?
They'll do it because they don't want any trouble, man. Look, I don't want any trouble.
So not Roger Moore, not James Bond, Michael Moore. I have to get that out of the way. Michael
Right.
Moore.
I don't
hate
want
that
any
kind of
trouble.
tongue slip.
Look, dude, I don't want any trouble. Okay? I
If
just
you
want to
don't
buy
do me,
my,
stick Roger Moore instead of Michael Moore. Yeah.
just want to buy my tires and get my toaster, and that's it. Just like they said in Network. Just leave me alone. They just want to, they'll adapt and they'll go along with it, Rio. You see what I'm trying to say? Did Rio get blown off by the fucking next door neighbor? Shoot him in the head accidentally. Sorry about that, Bell.
No.
Shooting guns up in the sky. The bullets, the lead comes down. It's raining lead in New York City. Rock and Rio, our man on the street, is there. Rock and Rio, what the fuck is going on in New York? Is it raining lead? Go ahead, Epic Journeyman.
I'm just thinking like if you're living in France and you're mandated 39 days vacation, you gotta go. You can't, dude, you've been working too long. Get the hell out of here, right? Like that's the mentality.
Because
how different is that?
Because they have socialized medicine and they know that you need at least 39 days to chill. If you don't get them.
That's correct. That's exactly what it is. To keep you healthy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go out,
Because they're paying for it.
Get away. Yeah.
Over here, you're paying for it. And now, isn't it the irony of it is that over here, you pay for your health care. And then you don't go on vacation and work your ass to death just so you could pay for your health care. But because you work your ass to death, you need the health care. So that's why it's this vicious cycle where they know they're going to make money. They're just sitting back there laughing. They got cigars and gold chains around their necks. Look at these fuckers, dude. They're eating it. Look at them. In about 5 years, they'll be dead. No, I'm just saying. Seriously, does anyone even consider the fact that, like, at one level, we've been sitting around here thinking that there's, like, this whole giant facility that's watching out for us, that's testing all this shit. It's like a product comes in from China. It's called something, give it a name. That's what it's called. Give it a name. Hey, here's the new give it a name. How do you like it? People start eating it. Who tested it? I mean, has anyone tested this shit? Who's testing this shit? Man, look at the side of that box. One box. Go pull a box off in the supermarket. Go pull a box off the shelf. Look at all the shit on the side of that box. And then show me the laboratories where the Food and Drug Administration was sitting there testing that box and with all the ingredients in there to see what was going on with it and to decide if it was safe. Are they doing that? I go, what the fuck are we paying them for?
Well, we're not paying them anymore because yesterday the Supreme Court eliminated the Chevron law, and now there's no EPA and no FDA and no nothing because the Supreme Court has jurisdiction over all the agencies. They took it away from the executive in a huge power grab, and now the court decides. The Supreme Court decides all that stuff. It's amazing, actually. It got missed a lot.
They did this yesterday?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the Clean Air Act, the Water Act, clean water, your food, everything is decided by the Supreme Court now, and their donors and their bribed, individuals. They get to decide. 9 people get to decide, and we can't do anything about it because they grabbed that power away from us. And it's a huge ordeal that we have to face now because there's no getting around this, man. Like
the horse is out of the barn now.
Paid for, if they're bribed, what can we do about it? They are the ultimate decision makers. They made themselves ahead of the executive. They made themselves ahead of the Congress, and it's no longer an equal branch of government. They are the deciders of everything. They took that away yesterday.
Yep, the 9, dude.
9. The 9. Isn't that weird? Yeah, it is.
It's not weird. It's a fucking plan.
9 have changed the rules once again, huh?
Yeah.
It's the plan, dude. The 9. Remember
gonna
that?
be like those
Remember that
eggheads,
show we did,
you know,
the Nine Unknown
on the
Men?
pillars,
Remember that?
right?
Hang on, dude. Listen to me. Remember the show we did, the 9 Unknown Men?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's interesting to talk about, man. Rock and Rio. You were yesterday. Were you working yesterday?
No, well, not at my job.
So, also the cult, the 9 angles is another thing. You know, number 9 coming up again.
I'll give William Ramsey credit for that, man. Bringing that out and writing that book. I mean, I had never heard of that before that, and now that I'm interested in it and pursued it, I mean, it's a huge thing, man.
You know what,
that is
dude?
where so much stuff comes from.
If you type in into the microcosm, William Ramsey's IMBD comes up with the show he did with us about it.
Because it's good.
Type it in right now. I swear to God, go over to his go look at his IMBD right now. I'm pretty sure the show is on there for you to listen to. Like there's a link or something. He wanted the audio, I sent it to him. Yeah. No. What time is it, man? 8:15.
5:15.
Yeah. All right.
5:15. Why? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're
11:13 here.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing tomorrow? You guys know you're gonna just adapt and overcome. I'm serious.
I'm going
man.
to Big Island tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm serious. What if YouTube just went away, man? You'd have to adapt, right? What'd you do? You'd go over to fucking Rumble or whatever, Rockfin or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. The thing is, it can go away anytime. That's the thing I was thinking about today. It's like, you know, it could just go away, like just like that. They don't have to. You know how people sit there and go, yeah, it's a public forum and all this. No, dude, it's a private company. And if I decide I don't want to have it anymore, I can just turn it off. All your bullshit, all your little fucking posts and all that shit on Facebook, they can just cut it off, man. You know what I mean? You just go, hey, wait a minute, where'd all my shit go?
They do it to people all the time.
That's what I mean.
Oh, we don't like something you said 6 years ago, so bye.
That's what I mean. You just disappear. You're just gone. It's all gone. It's like you thought it was there. You relied on it being there because it's been there all this time, and you took it for granted. It's there. It's always there. Every time you go there, it's there, and you took it for granted. And now today, when you go there, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, because they seem stable. They seem, you know, up and up, right? They seem to be, you know, have their act together, right? And then one day, the fact you have trust in them, the fact that you, you know, attribute some kind of, you know, mainstay mentality that it's always going to be there. And then one day it's just the rug gets pulled out from under you instantly.
That's what I mean.
Anybody's ever had it happen to them, they know exactly what we're talking about. A lot of our friends, most of our co-broadcasters that we know, us here on the show, the vast majority, I think, actually have had their shows pulled from YouTube, if not ourselves. Jimmy has, I have, everybody I know pretty much has at some point. You have to fight it.
Yeah,
to
well,
get it
we
back,
lost
but
a whole channel that had 500,000 views on all those videos, not one video, just over time.
Right, the whole channel, right.
I'm just saying, 500,000 people watch those videos. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, the thing is, I'm just saying, don't take shit for granted, man. I'm trying to, you know, bring a point. You know, don't take shit for granted because, you know, it's not always going to be there like you thought it was. And someday you go there and it's not there. I'm just saying, can you imagine how many people have relied on Facebook to keep all their memories there? Like they took pictures at their weddings and shit.
They got suckered. Man, they did. Yeah, I mean that. They did. They got suckered in, and they got suckered into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, their whole life is on there. I mean, just,
it's free hosting.
Dude,
it's free
think
hosting
about this. 7 or 8 years ago, remember how Facebook was everything to everybody? Man, I'm in Facebook jail and shit. Like, people got thrown off of Facebook, and it was like a big deal. It was like so hardcore. They were talking about it on their shows and fucking, you know, everybody was on Facebook and all this and that. You know, it's not the same anymore for people, and Facebook's not the same. But the point being is, during that frenzy and that flurry of Facebook, people got trained to go there and put their life there. But what if Facebook as a business, it's a business, okay? What if as a business, Facebook just said, you know what? See ya. And they don't have to tell you anything. I mean, all your shit's there, but you're like sitting there going, wait a minute, where's my shit? Well, sorry about that, Bill. You know, you should have thought about that. You should have kept your own record of it. Could you imagine how many people, if YouTube went away, how much of their shit would go away? And it just, because everyone just thinks that it's always going to be there. It's always
because they use it for memory management. I don't mean memory, personal memories. I mean digital memory.
Yeah.
You have so much space in your hard drive. You have so much space in your personal devices. And they use it like cloud storage of all these things and assume it's always going to be there. Oh, I can download it later. I can, download it. I'll just buy an SD card, SD-RAM thing later on or whatever, SanDisk, right? And I'll just download it later. And if you don't do it in time, it goes away.
You just hit the fucking nail on the head right there, dude. Memory management. Right. Because guess what? You don't even have to keep your memories in your own head anymore. And it's interesting that you bring this up because I was just thinking about this the other day. And I was just thinking about a memory and how memory used to be different. It used to be like you would think about some time when you were eating an ice cream cone. And you would go somewhere and eat an ice cream cone every day when the sun set. You know what I mean? You'd go there and eat this ice cream cone. You know? You think about it and, you go there in your own mind. You go back to that moment where you used to go to that place, eat that ice cream cone at sunset every day. But now you think about that ice cream cone at sunset. It's almost like it's transparent. It doesn't register like it used to. Like
it's missing the feeling that goes with it. And the reason I brought that up is because I had a dream about that last night. That I had a dream where, in the dream, it was being told to me that'd be taken away, like some kind of prophecy in a way. But I'm not saying it's like a vision. I'm just saying that's what's missing. That'll be taken from us. That's what's being taken from us. Our ability to have the tactile emotion that goes with the memory, like how it felt, how it looked.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's being taken away. That's being taken away. That's what the dream was about.
That kind of memory creates inspiration in people to go or do something. It creates an emotional resonance inside of you. And somehow, I'm just being able to put my finger on it recently because I've been thinking about it, but somehow, since this pandemic happened, there's been this, I can't explain it. It's like part of the, when you're in your memory, your own head memory system, part of it's been somehow jammed up where it's like the memories are not the same. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just, maybe it is this memory management thing. Because you don't keep your actual memories in your head anymore. You don't register them in the computer like you used to because you have this other thing that you're using to capture.
You're dependent on the cloud, right? You're dependent on the cloud.
Yeah, you're capturing your memory with a device instead of using your own head and your own feelings, your own heart, your own brain. Maybe that's what it is.
I think so, man. That's what that dream meant to me when I woke up today. I was like, what the heck? I woke up disturbed thinking about it. Like, why would I have a dream like that? I've always had vivid memories. I've always had vivid dreams. And then I have this dream about, like, not that I specifically, like, it's just something's been taken away from humanity. That was the gist of the dream.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Taken away.
That's what I'm saying is because I'm saying what used to strike you as a person and in a moment, okay? What used to strike you as a person in a moment, your moment is now you're sticking a device in between you and the moment to capture the moment. The moment's not captured on your own hard drive, and you're saving the moment over here. And you want to call that moment up sometime in the future, you can, because there it is. But the feeling of it's not coming back. Whereas before, when you used your own head to generate to generate the memory, you had sensory remembering, as opposed to the device capturing the energy of the moment, and you don't capture it. It doesn't imprint on you. That's exactly what it is. It's imprinting on the device. So you don't get the same electrical charge from everything. I think there's some hijacking of the energy. Is some sort of loose robbing that's going on, secret loose robbing, and then then the result is you lose the emotional quotient of whatever that experience was for you in that moment.
Well, it's not etched. So like I think of it like an album, like an old vinyl record album, and it's the etching of the album that makes the needle play the music, right? Old analog, old school things, right? And this is the experience you have and the way it etches into you, imprints you, right, at the individual level. Like it's on you. It's like that album has those prints. It's not going away. It's etched into you, right? But now we have this way where you spin the record without ever having the imprint on it, right? Because you don't need to, because it's digitally stored someplace else. And once that happens,
I think I just lost you guys.
Huh?
Lost us? Anyway.
What did he say? Rio, what did you say?
He said we lost us for a minute.
He lost us?
Are you there?
We are here. We are here. Yeah, well, it happened to me. Actually, Rio, if you can hear us, and I don't think you probably can right now. It happened to me. I had to redo my mic and microphone settings because that happened to me actually earlier. It just switched randomly to some other, source for no reason.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you both just got cut off a second ago here.
Huh.
It's weird. You froze on video and Epic just got quiet.
Epic got quiet. You knew something was wrong.
Yeah, right.
No, why is happiness so elusive, man? It's because you look for it in the future instead of in the present. That's why.
It's true.
It's like last night, man. I have that, I can almost, at this point, I can't bear wasting my life and my life force and my energy talking about this politics shit. To hear and just to be talking about it like over and fucking over and over again, man. And like at some level, anything we're saying about it has anything to do with anything or gonna make a difference about anything. And it's like all we're doing is sitting here with like a magnifying glass looking at that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I just think, I think there's way better things to be talking about, personally.
Well, I'll say this. If we all talked about something different and didn't focus on something like politics, then politics has less power. Politics has power because you focus on politics, like anything else in the world. It's only because you focus on something, give it your energy, the energy of your attention, that it becomes relevant. If you take that away, right, then it doesn't have the power it once had.
Well, to me, for us to be sitting here for fucking let's just say for the last 5 years, let's just say that. Okay. So we sitting here for the last 5 years teaching people about social engineering and psychology and all this shit. And then after doing all that, to be sitting here and entertaining a conversation about this politics and Trump and Biden and whatever the fuck else it is. To me, it's almost like ridiculous. It's almost like a contradiction. It's the only thing we should be saying about any of that shit and not getting caught up in any of the left-right bullshit. The only thing we should be saying about any of that is pointing out whatever the fuck it is that's being used against you to manipulate you. because that's what this show talks about in a million different ways.
It always comes back to Star Trek sometimes, doesn't it? Not our show, but I mean, just the Star Trek had some great things. And one of the things it had was, remember, it's kind of crazy, ridiculous episode where the Jack the Ripper entity that was, pervading itself across the universe and messing with planets came aboard the Enterprise, right? And they had all these different names across all these different planets and throughout the galaxies. And it turned out that the armory, the thing that worked, the thing you had to have to work against it was to laugh at it, right? To make it irrelevant, to not be frightened by it, to not be upset by it. It couldn't handle being laughed at, scoffed at, and minimized. That's how you beat it, right? And I think, in a way, the politics of today, in the world order of today, the best way to deal with it is exactly that way. It's stupid. You should laugh at it. It's stupid, right? It really is. So if we laugh at it, it doesn't have the power. It doesn't have the power. Right? It's only because we focus on it and amplify it and be horrified by it and give it, power, that it has the power with the people that it does. If you take that away, then, what does it have? It has nothing but, words that don't mean anything.
Well, I don't know, man. I like doing the kind of shows we did and we've done, and somehow we've gotten sucked into talking about this shit every single time we come on the air. And I mean, whatever. I mean, it's all good or whatever, but I'd much rather be talking about the life and times of Dennis Hopper or fucking, whatever else, Bukowski or something, Hunter S. Thompson.
We should go revisit some of those things, like the Beatnik Hotel or
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, man.
People have no idea.
School's out. That's I played that. I played School's Out last night. School's out, Jack. Fuck, man. Look at. We got 1,100 subscribers. People listen to this show. I mean, I haven't looked at the demographics at YouTube, but there's most of the people that listen to this show are subscribers. You know what I mean? So the people that are listening to our show that are here that we know about in this realm here, they're already up to speed on all this shit. Like, we don't have to keep whipping a dead horse. You know what I mean? We could come on here on Friday night like we used to and have a fucking good time, man, doing shows. You know what I mean? Instead of fucking all this, nonsense. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? We get to choose what we're doing, what the thoughts you entertain create the reality, I'd much rather be thinking about our show Friday night ahead of time and entertaining thoughts about, like, whatever the show's going to be about, whatever we're doing it about, as opposed to me thinking just being in this negative black
being reactive,
fucking
right? Being reactive.
spiral. Yeah. When we used to do shows, man, it wasn't about what was happening in the moment, in the minute. We're just doing shows about interesting shit. And the thing is not that I don't enjoy the moment or whatever, but I mean, I don't want to get sucked. I don't give a fuck who's running for president or who's president, because I know that it makes no difference whatsoever. And there's nothing that I'm going to say politically is going to move people into a change mechanism where we could gain speed and put a group of people together and make change, So I mean, the thing is, man, what are you going to spend your time doing? You know what I mean? You want to spend your time, time and energy doing something, you're going nowhere. It's like you're going nowhere fast. It's, hey, Bob, how are we looking? You're paddling as fast as you could. How we looking, Bill? We're going nowhere. We're going nowhere fast, Epic. Going nowhere fast. I don't know.
You don't want to be in that news article today from Hawaii. Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. You have to be in the moment, going the way you want to go, or be steered by someone else. Does that make sense? Like you have to choose your path. You have to steer where you want to go. You have to make the effort to get there. If you're reacting to the things around you, then you're not making the effort to go where you want to go. So I get what you're saying. I think that's right, and that's what we should do. I mean, and it should stay that way.
Yeah, I mean, I could sit here. I could fucking sit here right now and play shows that we did where I had to edit them down and play those shows. This fucking shit's evergreen. People wouldn't even know we weren't doing the show right now in this minute. Because, some of those shows literally, and I mean, as a listener, so I went back and listened to some shows that we did. And literally, there were shows where I was just like, I was frozen just listening to my iPad because the information that was being presented, the way it was being presented was so compelling to me. So, I mean, it's like an hour of this, because our show's 3 hours long. So just imagine, condensing all that down to 1 hour with no bullshit in the middle, no commercials, none of that stuff. Everything's all cut out. So I don't know. I think, I want to go back. Let's go back. Click your heels together, Epic Journeyman, 3 times.
right.
I want to go back.
There's still a place like home, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, we could do a show on the Wizard of Oz, actually. That'd be a good show to do. That'd be a good one to do, actually.
See?
What that meant, what it originally meant about the silver and about the monetary system and how it tied into that, and then, what it meant when it got made into a movie, and there's a whole thing about that. There is. And then it could follow up with how it tied into the dark side of Floyd there.
I'm just wondering, I'm just trying to wonder how this happened. Rio, how did it happen, dude? How did we get sucked into this black hole of negativity, of the constant beating of these drums and side taking and all this? You know what I mean? I mean, we're supposed to be over here looking at it all from over here. Fucking pointing at it. We're not supposed to be in it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rock and Rio. You still alive?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you go.
Huh?
Yeah. So you got your audio in squared away, your microphone and everything.
Can you hear
it?
us?
Happened to me too, Rio. It was weird. I had to go back and redo everything.
Rock and Rio, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. So what do you think, man?
I don't know.
What are you doing over there, bro?
Sitting in a chair.
Are you leaning back?
Yep.
Is there a girl with you?
Are you in a... I know.
We understand.
That's what I'm thinking.
You don't have to answer.
You don't have to answer. But I'm just saying, as far as the chilluminatti is concerned, the fact that Rio is sitting in a 33-degree angle, leaning back, puts him in a position to be chill. And that's what the chilluminatti is all about, man. Epic Journeyman. Epic Journeyman.
I didn't think about the reclining position being 33 degrees before. You're actually right about that. That's
I know.
About the optimal position. Like a recliner chair and stuff, that's about the optimal position. That is.
Oh, shit.
Where you're alert, relaxed, not in a sleep mode, but,
exactly.
the weight
No
is off.
pressure.
Yeah.
The gravity.
The pressure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rona wants to know if I'm wearing khakis. No.
No. I can't see Rio or any of us wearing khakis, man. That's just not happening.
Khakis.
I'm a
It's just
Levi's
not-
and
it's not
t-shirt
a thing.
guy.
Yeah, it's just not a thing. Any of us here in the panel.
Levi's,
So
eh?
rest assured.
Levi's and t-shirts.
Yeah. You wear the white tees, tagless.
Well, the tagless, but no, I don't wear white. Usually the shirts are either gray or black.
Yeah, I went
And
through
with a pocket.
a phase where all I did was wear jeans and black t-shirts. So I just had like 50 black t-shirts and 50 pairs of jeans.
That's what I do,
Yeah.
basically.
Well,
You don't show the dirt. I work a dirty job, so
It's like Happy Days,
if
right?
I was to wear a white shirt, I would have to get a new shirt every day.
It's like Happy Days. You open up the closet, you get like 13 pairs of blue jeans and 20 white shirts and 20 black shirts. Right?
Yeah, that's
From
it.
the Fonz. Yeah,
Well,
that's it. Yeah.
There's reasons behind it. I mean, number one, that's what I'm most comfortable in.
Mhm.
Number two, I don't wear shorts or things at work because there's sharp stuff around.
Yeah.
Well, and it's cold over in New York.
Well, yeah, it can be.
A lot of the year.
In the wintertime, I actually wear a pair of sweatpants under my jeans to give myself some extra insulation.
See, man,
because I'm a skinny guy, so
you should be wearing some skinny jeans, dude.
I don't wear no skinny jeans. Those are for,
I wouldn't.
those are for other types of people.
Well, be careful, man, because I wear skinny jeans. I mean, they're not
maybe
skinny.
I should question,
Don't question me, homie. Shit, there ain't no question about me. I'm just saying.
I don't like.
I got
skinny jeans.
giant.
I like.
Well, let me
I
just
like
put.
loose.
I understand.
I like loose. I like to have some room to bend and bend down and
Well, see, that's
kneel
the thing.
down.
That's why you're out of the fucking loop, man. I'm trying to clue you into something, man. It's just like you didn't want to get rid of the
style.
You didn't want to get rid of the flip phone. I convinced you, man. Listen, get out of the jeans and step into some stretching. Fucking man, these jeans.
Spandex is for chicks, dude.
It's not spandex, dude.
What do you think can make the stretchy jeans stretch?
They ain't jeans.
There's a song in there somewhere, dude. The musician in me just hears that right away.
I can't wear. Listen to me. I can't wear jeans at work. I got to wear a fucking uniform. All right. And because I got to wear that uniform, don't mention it. Because I got to wear that uniform, I don't like the pants they give me.
Are they
See?
like Dickies or something?
They're like fucking paramedic pants. They have the
I got cargo pants. For
yeah,
my
they
work.
got
Yeah.
pockets on the side and all this shit. Man, I can't deal with that, man. I walk like 12 miles a day in my job. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but I got a fucking pack full of tools on my back. You know what I mean? So
You're like a caddy full time, right?
Full
Carrying
time.
stuff around the golf course.
No shit.
When you're yeah, I'm the same
Exactamente.
way, dude. And the thing is, if I'm not at work, I never wear anything other than shorts. I live in
So,
Hawaii though, but
I could-
I never wear anything other than shorts.
here's
ever.
the thing. I was in the same mindset as Rio. Older generation dude. I'm still in my jeans, man. I haven't stepped to these because of the same thing. I was like, man, I ain't wearing no skinny jeans, man. What, but I'm telling you right now, man, I got a pair of them because I had to get some for work. And I'm telling you right now, check them out, dude. Check them out is all I'm saying.
No.
You just need one pair, and they're fucking boom. That's it.
I like my stuff loose.
See, the thing is, bro, I got giant balls, as you can tell from the show, and the thing is gravity is not my friend. All right, and I typically go commando. All right, and when I'm wearing these fucking baggy jeans with these legs that are like, here's my legs this big, and my jeans got this much fucking. It's like I'm wearing a dress on each leg. You know what I mean?
A moo-moo.
Yeah. I need support, bro. You know what I mean? I can't just hang. I need to.
That's why they make underwear, Gene.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, but I go commando. I don't wear underwear.
Well,
Do you wear underwear?
I do.
See? There it is. What kind of... Now, let me ask you this now. What kind of underwear do you wear? Are you
Comfortable
white
underwear.
bud huggers? Are you
No
jockey?
whiteys.
Are you jockey?
No, I'm not jockey.
All right. What about you, Epic? What are you wearing?
Yeah, I think this is a weird conversation, is what I think. But I think that I think most guys over 40 probably wear like the Hanes combo, where it's not neither jockey or tidy whities or like colored supporting underwear that just are comfortable, right? I
Man,
mean, I
Epic-
think that's pretty much what everybody does.
Epic
now.
in Rio.
It's not
That's
like the
right.
old days of Fruit of Loom, tidy whities.
When you were in junior high, if you wore those white butt huggers and someone saw you in the gym, did you get your ass kicked?
I don't know. I didn't wear tidy whities.
Me neither. But I saw dudes that did, and they got their asses kicked. Junior high, man.
Well,
You had to wear boxers.
Pretty common now.
I'm just saying, back then, people, if you didn't wear it was like not wearing Levi's, man. If you came to junior high in some Kmart jeans, you got your ass kicked, man. He was like, look at this dude, man. Kmart jeans.
It's nerd, right? Like tidy whities is nerd. It's like, so in the military, when you join the military, they give you in your boot camp, they give you 3 pairs of tidy whities and 3 pairs of boxer shorts and let you decide. That's what they do, right? Like, so you go to boot camp, and that's what they do, right? They're all super starched, by the way. All your uniforms and clothes smell like
they don't let you. They don't let
awful.
Do they not allow you to go commando in the?
No, you can't go commando. No, you have to wear. You have uniform. Dude. You have to wear that underwear. You have to wear a T-shirt. You have to wear the uniform.
Just comes up to you. God damn it, Epic! What did I tell you?
Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, you didn't tie that knot on your bedpost
tiny whities on right now, boy.
You came out. You didn't wear the standard underwear. Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble, man, dude. Totally. It's weird, man. But there's a reason for it. Like, so in the Navy, like you have dungarees with the bell bottoms, so you can tie the ends to make a flotation device. That's what that's for. Like, so they teach you how to do that, stay afloat if you go in a shipwreck, right? That's what it's for. And so that's why they make you wear underwear, is to fight the hypothermia, right? There's a reason behind it. There actually is, right? But God, you look like a moron. You look like a moron, dude. You do.
See what would happen.
White, right? See, real the white tidy whities and the white boxers and all. That's part of your underwear. Later on, you can choose everyone. So nobody's inspecting after you got a boot camp, right? But boot camp,
that's what they do to me, Rio. I'd go there and they'd cut my hair and make me wear tidy whities. And if I didn't wear them, I'd get in trouble.
You do push-ups, yeah.
I'd already have one strike against me.
Push-ups and your tidy whities, yeah.
I'd already be on the defensive, man. See, I'd have to adapt though, and wouldn't I, Epic Journeyman, like we were saying earlier?
Well, you would, yeah, no, dude. And believe me, the drill instructors, they'll pick on you, dude. Like if you mess up and you're wearing your tidy whities, your boxers wrong, or you don't have them, you're not geared up the proper way.
How do you wear your boxers wrong?
Not only are you doing push-ups, your whole company's doing push-ups with you.
How do you wear your
asshole for making them do it?
How do you wear boxers wrong?
Dude, because they wake you up in the middle of the night. You know what they do? They come in, like, first get to boot camp, they pound on trash cans. It's a real thing. They'll come at 3:30 in the morning, start pounding on trash can at 3 a.m. And you got to spring out of bed, right? And if you're wearing something wrong, or you're not wearing it right, or you don't have it on at all, you're however you are. And then if you're not in uniform when you pop out of bed, if you're not in your tidy whities or your boxers and with your T-shirt, you're doing push-ups, and so is everybody else in your company. That is totally real. That part of like the Stephen Kubrick, no, not Stephen, the Stanley Kubrick movie is exactly right. That is how it is.
I know that's how it is. I'm just saying. That's why we're gonna chill over here, chilluminatti style, rock and Rio.
I wear the Levi's on the weekends, but I do wear the Walmart variant to work because I shred them up so fast.
I know. Well, dude, I just realized that there was a moment in time.
And honestly, the Walmart variant for $12 ain't really too much different than the Levi's for $50.
Oh, for the jeans? No, they're great, man. Actually, I hate Walmart. I've boycotted them since 1991, but actually those jeans, I've had to wear them because there's nothing left here on the Big Island during the pandemic, and they're good. They're all right.
Here's the thing, man.
Bad. The George.
Here's the thing.
Faded Glory ones were better, but since the incident that killed all those people, they don't carry that line anymore.
Well, there's the thing, man. And, the old Levi's 501s that used to get, they were cut a certain way, and it used to be a large was a large and a small was a small, but all the sizes have changed and all the way shit is cut has changed.
You got to go with the 505s nowadays.
Well, see, the thing is like what I was about to say. It's Levi's is not the Levi's that you grew up with. It's a company that has a name Levi's, but they don't make them the same. They ain't the same. They're not cut the same, and there's a whole bunch of shit about them that's not the same. It's the same thing with America right now. It has the name America and USA, but it's not the same. It's got the same name, but it's not. It's a different company. The owner
has the outlet store in Las Vegas, outside of Las Vegas, right, and give you tours and stuff. It's not Levi Strauss like it was in San Francisco when it first started. right? I mean, because the Levi Strauss company, they made tents. That's what they made, and the canvas tents were turned into blue jeans. That's the origin story, right? For the minor 49er guys, right? So
well, the thing is, man, if you're scanning a crowd for people, you're looking for people in a crowd. You scan that crowd, you see somebody with jeans on, with Levi's or jeans like that type of jean. Those people are from a certain generation. Period. 'Cause young people ain't wearing none of them jeans. They don't wear Levi's. That's why Levi's got sold, because people quit wearing that shit.
Yeah, because I mean, back in the day it was Levi's and Jordache jeans were wonderful. Not for dudes, but they made the girls look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better cut than those Jordaches from like the 80s. And then what's the other one?
Calvin Klein's. Nothing
Calvin Klein's.
Nothing comes between me and my Calvin Klein's. Now, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Maybe that's what you want. But.
Listen to me. Listen to old Jimmy. I'm gonna throw you a bone. All right. If you're gonna wear t-shirts, bro, if you're gonna wear like a black short sleeve, or you're gonna wear like a whitey, or even a wife beater. Matter of fact, I'll go even out on a limb on this one and say, not just the t-shirts, but also any underwear buying. You buy Calvin Klein's, man, you're gonna know where that extra money went. I'm telling you right now, if you have 100 t-shirts in your stock that you got to wash, your black t-shirts, you got 100 of them in stock, and you got one Calvin Klein in that stock, when you fold that shit and put it in a stock, the Calvin Klein one will stick out to you. The other ones won't. When you wear it, you're gonna know where that extra money went. And look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm just laughing because it's true, but it's just funny because I was thinking of Fruit of the Loom, and yeah, I'm glad you didn't bring it up because I'd have to go somewhere if you did.
Fruits and Hanes, that's it, man.
No, I'm telling you, dude, go to Ross Dress for Less and go buy yourself a 3-pack of some Calvin Kleins, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. I'd never steer you wrong, bro. You know that. I'm telling you. Listen to me.
I'm just a simple man. Like, I don't need no Calvins.
Nah, why does that keep you from being simple? You're simple, but you buy good shit.
Because I like my Hanes. I like the
I feel like
They're comfortable.
they're
They're soft. They last me long enough at work.
Well, have you ever even owned a Calvin
And they're
Klein?
cheap enough.
You sound like a kind of brother that's never even worn a Calvin Klein t-shirt.
I've had Calvin Klein t-shirts.
All right, dude, I'm gonna buy you.
What's the one that starts with G? The more expensive.
I'm
one?
gonna
I've had them too.
I'm gonna buy you a 3-pack, dude, and let you chill.
Calvin Klein underwear too. It sits in the drawer. I never wear it. So.
Dude, I feel like we're like in the Midwest in 1972, about to go to Jamboree, and we just got back from the fair selling our prize sheep and goats and stuff, and we're sitting around after with the money we made, deciding we're going to spend it on before we go meet up with the girls at the hoedown, and we start talking about our underwear. I mean, this is the kind of conversations. They're old school conversations pre-internet. They really are. The conversation we're just having right now is a conversation from 1965. It is.
It's too bad we're not.
Yes, that's it. Yes, Amber. Thank you.
It's not that we're. The sad part is that we're not chilling on the beach on some Adirondack chairs in front.
Yeah, no, right. But what's interesting about it, the reason I brought it up and find it kind of amusing is not because it's funny so much as that this is the conversations people had for hundreds of years, not just like from 1965 or the 50s. Just pick a generation, pick a decade. This is the conversation pre-internet, pre-TV, pre-electronic media that people had all the time. This was what you had. You got done with school, you got done with work, you got done with everything. You're sitting there talking to bros over a beer after work, or like I said, just hold your prize sheep at the fair. And this is a conversation you break down into. Hey man, we're about to go to the hoedown, the Jamboree or whatever. Gonna meet some young ladies over there, maybe. It was talking about a
throwdown at the hoedown
or Levi's.
It's a throwdown at the hoedown.
Yeah.
Somebody spilled a drink on Epic's girlfriend.
Don't do that.
All right, listen, Rio. Are you going the extra fucking mile tonight? Are you gonna go south and head past the 33rd degree
What
mark?
mile would that be?
Well, I'm just saying, are you gonna go organic Sharpton on some debate?
I can't download it. That's the problem.
You don't have to download it.
I'd have to record it in real time then. So that
What do
would
you
take
mean?
an
You
hour
got to
and a half.
download it?
Huh?
What do you mean? What do you got to
I
download?
can't download it from YouTube.
Fuck, dude. Download our show. I'll download our show and give it to you. But it's a 3-hour tour, though. The thing is, I don't think I can pass you 3 hours in fucking Skype. I think it only goes up to so many megabytes or whatever.
Yeah, but did you comment over it, or did you pause it, or?
Yeah, but you can clearly see when the debate's going on in the video, and you can just skip to that part.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
do it in an audio editor. I don't see the video.
But you will when you're recording the piece that you want to take out of the video that I sent you.
I guess. I mean,
Never mind. No, you look at if I got a video, I could put it into GarageBand and strip the fucking video off of there.
well,
And
that's
then it's
usually
just
what I
audio.
do is download the YouTube video and then strip the audio out. But I can't download the YouTube video. The only way I can record it is to do it in live time. That's what I'm telling you. YouTube broke that functionality intentionally.
All right. Well,
So if they throttle the downloads now so that you can't like download the whole video in like 5 minutes. And the only way I could record it and strip the audio out of it now, because they broke the downloading function in the API, which they did intentionally. I can put it on play and turn like Audacity on and record the whole thing, but it'd take an hour and a half to do that. So
why don't you just do it at certain parts real quick? Like, just go get like a couple minutes and do it.
I suppose I could, but then I can't talk either.
Nah, you don't have to talk. How can you talk when you got the white coat on in the lab, man? It's impossible. But I mean, it's up to you, bro. I mean, it's almost time to get out of here. Here, I'll tell you what. You were
We got 5 minutes. So.
you were saying it was a dirty job earlier.
Yeah.
It made me think of this song. So let me play this little tune here, and you consider it. And then when we come back from this tune, you let us know.
I will try to find a way.
We don't want to pinch we don't want to jam you up or pinch your program tonight.
I will
if you
try
got-
to find a way to get the debate and do some reverse
If you
on
got
it,
a
but
mission.
It was not happening this afternoon.
You might be. I don't know if you may be on a mission tonight. And I don't want to put you in a position or whatever. So, beyond the 33rd degree, you may be ready for to go full perpendicular.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't
I've been
know.
up since 5 o'clock.
Well,
this
here,
morning.
let me play this song. You consider it. No one's busting balls. No one's gonna, be. I'm sure that people in the chat, they want to hear it, but there's like 50 people over there. I hate to throw them out. I hate to throw them out. We got 4 minutes left. Let me play this song, and then you think about it. It's the chilluminatti.
Listen to me. I woke up in the morning. I'm still flat on my back. Couldn't move a muscle like I had a heart attack. The night was wild and woolly. Didn't think I'd make it through it. 'Cause loving you's a dirty job and I'm the man to do it. Loving you is a dirty job. Loving you is a dirty job. You put me through the ringer and hung me out to dry. You licked me off your fingers just like a piece of pie. You break my heart in pieces, but I've got the glue to glue it. Girl, loving you's a dirty job and I'm the man
Rat. I got this new distortion box. It's called the Rat. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I used to see them guys around.
Man, you know what I just thought of? I haven't thought of it in years, man. Me and Brian used to work at this. The guitar player and I that were together in the band and stuff. He worked at this cobbler shop, and when we started the band, we used to play in the back of the cobbler shop when it closed, you know, and his boss was this dude or whatever, you know, and so he let us practice there or whatever. So we met this fucker from like, I don't know where. I think he was like from Southern California somewhere. He was a singer, dude, you know? And he was David Lee Roth like. In other words, he had this personality. He had this personality, and he was from Southern California. You know, he never wore a shirt. He always had these sunglasses on. He had super long brown hair. And he was ripped and shit. You know, the dude was like 6 feet tall. And he just come there like to the shop, and we were seeing if he was going to sing with us or whatever. We were just, and for some reason, I don't know why, this dude, Brian's boss, came there, and there was some beef between this dude and Brian's boss, and they fucking got in a fight, and we were like, 17, 18 years old. And Brian's boss was like 30 something, 40 years old, and this young dude, this singer dude, kicked his ass, threw him on the floor and shit. You know, I'm gonna call my friend Brian and remind him about this shit, because I can't remember the dude's name, but if you could just picture this fucking guy, like, see, this is a memory. I didn't take a picture of this shit with my phone, so I'm fully remembering this right now.
Yeah, I made a post about that, responding to the Mandela Effect is like a totally dead subreddit right now because it's just taken over by trolls, and but every once in a while something comes up and they're asking about what makes something a Mandela Effect, what makes a memory. And I wrote a couple of things, and one of the things about it was this kind of thing, this organic kind of memory, and how the brain is a quantum computer. Like Kev Baker mentioned that, Anthony Patch mentioned that, we've mentioned that. Like, the idea is that it's entangled with things, right, that have nothing to do with anything else. But when that thing ends up missing for some reason, they glom onto something else, right, to fill the empty hole that's missing, that puzzle piece, to make that chain of events work to form that memory, or you're going to forget it, right? You won't have it anymore. And so the people who remember things differently are
remember how fucking
fill in the blanks the same way. But in your case, you have this organic memory that only you have, right? Because it's unadulterated, right?
Dude,
it's just
do you remember how fucking cocky? You remember how cocky David Lee Roth was back in the beginning of that?
Dude, I'll never forget when Robin Williams came on ahead of him on Tonight Show, and I think it was still
this dude was just like that, man. This dude was exactly like that. He just made these fucking smart ass comments and shit. He's fucking had this look on his face. But I'm saying he was a big dude, man. He's not somebody you'd want to fuck with, and you just get away. You just say this shit. You beat the shit. You fucking threw this dude on the floor.
It's a cartoon, right? It's a cartoon. Like,
seriously,
like the mannequin just throwing him over.
I wish I was the director of a sitcom, and I could fucking show you what I'm talking about. You know what? If I had ChatGPT 4 or 5, I could probably just go, make me a movie of a David Lee Roth like character throwing a middle-aged man on the floor. At band practice.
Soya or whatever it's called, the video one, where you can just have it made 2-minute segments of whatever you want. And depending on how much bandwidth you're allowed to have at the time, it's not available to everybody.
Somebody said
you can just make a movie that way in 2-minute segments. I mean, totally.
Well, check this out. There's someone saying there's a Chinese version of something like that. That's way better than that. And
Well,
you don't have to
is.
wait for it to come out or whatever. They're bullshitting around with that over here.
Sola, I think this is called Sola. I'll look it up now. Now you're forced to make it up or look it up rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look it up. It's competition, Jack. And man, it's like we keep saying about this shit. With this, once this has been unleashed, it's just gonna, it's gonna get better and better and faster. And then at some point here in the near term future, it's really just gonna fucking shift.
It's going to be Judgment Day.
It is, but and when it shifts, it's exactly what I was saying earlier about YouTube just disappearing, because at some level, once the shift happens, it'll be like when Epic was feeling like he didn't want to even do the show anymore when this came out, because he was saying you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what isn't real.
No, I think we're almost, if not already, at that point.
That's what I mean. Like yesterday when they were talking about that,
Uncle Joe, we had Sleepy Joe on Thursday night, right? Or Wednesday night, whatever it was. And then
it is fine. It's fine the next day. It is fine.
Yeah, but if you look real close at the video,
I don't think
next
so.
Morning, it was a man in a mask. It wasn't the real Joe. The energetic Joe the next day was not the real Joe.
It's bizarre, dude. It's Sora is the name of it, and it's been around for a while now. And OpenAI started it, and the idea is that it's generative AI to where it's video and images and audio all made from the replicant, just from a simple premise. Like we did the Who Made Goo thing, but that was ironic because on Bill Maher last night, the Grey Goo came up with Ray Kurzweil being interviewed by Bill Maher, and he brought it up. Ray Kurzweil did, right? The Grey Goo whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's amazing that we're in this situation where the things you think about can be generated in an actual image and audio and everything else, like a real reality, not virtual reality, a real reality to the perceived, perception of the person involved. And
well, it's
VR.
It's interesting,
where people can spectate and see the same thing that other person sees. It's freaking amazing, and it's here right now. People think it's like way in the future. No, it's not. It's here right now.
Well, it's interesting. There was a moment in time, probably about 10 years ago, when I realized that movies were magic, literally. And that reality can almost be created by certain movies because of the popularity of whatever it is,
Mm-hmm. That's why predictive programming works so well.
Right, but see, that's what it is. It's not predictive programming, though. It's magic.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying it's not. What I'm saying is it's magic, and what I'm saying is what Epic just said was you could create the magic of the imagery of your own mind by just speaking into this thing now. So anyone could create that movie for you now. See, that's not. See, the thing is that is a power of control that no one wants to lose, right? They don't want to lose that. Being in control of it anyway, and being in control of what movie you see, and what is put out there for you to energize.
So think about the seduction of it. Like you initially, because right now it's in 2-minute segments. That's what it is. You have 2 minutes to do this, right? Because of the bandwidth and everything else, right? But you can make whatever you want for 2 minutes. In VR, in 3D, looking totally real, right? But without a brain machine interface, just put a VR headset on, right? In perfect 3D, right? You can have whatever you want. They had the woman walking through the streets of Hong Kong. You have the guys parachuting. You have the 2 podcaster Labrador retrievers in the snow. It looks completely convincing. Now imagine that your imagination is only limit, right? You have 2 minutes of whatever you want to input that's linked to you, right? And then from that point on, the predictive ability of artificial intelligence, just like ChatGPT, just like autofill, just like everything else we see every day, predicts what you want next. And all of a sudden, your thought train is hijacked. And you as an observer and as a participant aren't going to be able to know that you just got hijacked. You know what I mean? that 2-minute thing you were generating to begin with is all of a sudden a 40-minute experience that directed you that you did not instigate. You know what I mean? You only started it. It's the instigation part is that part, but what happens after that is directed by something else.
Real.
It's exterior.
Did you do anything?
What's that?
Were you able to come up with anything?
As far as what?
That reversing.
No.
No. All right. Listen. Time's up. It's almost 9:09. Time to leave. Time to go. Time to head on out. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
I've had it for today.
I've had it.
I'm not going to go give my ideas to Sora. I'll tell you that right now.
No. No. A long time ago, I'm just telling you, I took a bunch. I played Grand Theft Auto, and I recorded I did certain shit in Grand Theft Auto and created scenes, and then I overdubbed it with narration, and I created like a whole movie, and I used Grand Theft Auto and all the shit in it as fodder for my scenes, and I actually made a movie. I recorded it. It was a whole thing. It was like a dude coming back from Iraq. You know, he was coming in the airport. He was getting some dope. He was bringing in dope. All right. Ready to go. I'll see you in the morning, 8 o'clock. Wake and bake if you're going to be there. And if you're not there, I'll see you sometime in the future.
Turn your radios on. I'll appear right there. Yes, I will.
Yes, I will. Don't forsake. You guys got to say goodnight, man. You didn't say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
I'll make you